Hi everyone, this is my 3 months review of the Tudor BB58 Navy Blue, coming right up. My name is Chiang, and if you haven't done so already, I would like to invite you to subscribe to our channel. We have a lot of watch content that's coming out on this channel and we would love to have you on board. Today I'm going to be breaking down the review of this particular watch into two parts. First, I'm going to talk about some of the more subtle details of this watch that is kind of hard to pick up until you start owning and wearing this for an extended period of time. The second part of this video, I'm going to be sharing with you some of my general experience and impression of owning and wearing this watch. Let's get started. First, the details. Now, I've actually picked up two new details about this watch since my last video. The first one I want to talk about today is the applied indices and the hands. As you can see, the minute and hour hands on this watch are consisted of polished stainless steel mirror finish on all the surrounding edges. And of course, the same goes for all the indices. A lot of high-end watches today actually have this feature, but what I didn't realize is that the design itself actually contributes to the overall legibility of the dial. You see, when the sunlight actually hit the dial of this watch on a certain angle, we can see that the hands and indices, because of its polished mirror finish, it is able to reflect the light back into the eyes. And this makes the watch very easy to read, especially when I'm outdoors in the sun. And for me, with this level of legibility, it probably explains why no anti-reflective coating is actually needed for the sapphire crystal of this watch. The second detail I want to talk about today is the steel bracelet of this watch, specifically this little steel protrusion at the back of the foldable clasp, which kind of appears quite strange to me at first, and I've been trying to figure out what it is used for. And I noticed that a lot of other Tudor watches actually have this same protrusion. For me, it wasn't until 2 weeks ago that I realized that this protrusion is actually used to prevent the user from closing the clasp in a wrong sequence. So let me explain. So as you can see, the correct way of actually closing this clasp here is actually by turning down the main section on here before you fold down the fold. So what happened with this little protrusion is that if in the scenario whereby you accidentally forgot to lift up the fold and you try to close the main section, this little protrusion will actually stop you from doing that, reminding you that you kind of have the sequence wrong, that you need to do it right. So what you need to do is to make sure this flap is up, snap down the main section before folding it again. And for me, after wearing this watch day in, day out, almost every day, I can come to appreciate this little protrusion here. Sometimes I don't even need to look at the watch to wear the bracelet. I just kind of feel it with my fingers, where the protrusion is, and just kind of wear it without any thoughts. I don't even need to look at it. It'll almost become part of my muscle memory. Now, the overall impression of this watch. The Tudor BB58 Navy Blue. I've owned this watch for 3 months now, and honestly I feel that this watch has really stolen a lot of attention from my other watches in my collection. It is a watch that's very comfortable to wear. I'm not a steel bracelet sort of guy, but this bracelet, because it's so light and so comfortable, that I'm starting to warm up to the idea of wearing a steel bracelet now. I'm kind of converted. And I like the overall design of this watch. It has a very nice, timeless, classic look that I'm sure will continue to look good for many years to come. And on top of that, I really enjoy all the little details on this watch, as you can see in this video and also my previous video, because I believe that it is in these little details that can really contribute to the overall enjoyment of the watch. Lastly, just to be completely honest with you, despite all the admirable qualities of this watch, I'm still not 100% with her yet. One thing that I really miss about this watch is the missing date window. Yes, I know. I purchased this watch, eyes wide open. I know that there's no date window, and I thought to myself I would get used to it. But then, for me, after wearing this watch for 3 months, I realized that it has almost become a habit of mine to look at my watch to check for the date. So many times I reach for my watch, I look at it and realize, there's no date window. I guess that's the only thing that I haven't got used to it yet. But that's just me. What do you guys think about this watch? Do you think Tudor should come out with a BB58 with a date window? Let me know in the comment section below. What do you think this watch will look like? If you like what you see today, please feel free to like, share and subscribe to the channel. We would love to have you on board. Until then, see you in the next one.